The First World War began on 28th of July 1914 and lasted until 11th of November 1918. More than 9 million combatants and 7 million civilians died as a result of the global war. It was one of the deadliest conflicts in history. Then, in 1938, World War II was started, another global war that lasted from 1939 to 1945. This was now the most widespread war in history and directly involved more than 100 million people from over 30 countries. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Those were the words of Albert Einstein on World War III, basically meaning World War III could potentially wipe out the human race. But if it is going to happen, then which nation's conflicts will start this massive destruction? So here I have got those 5 conflicts between nations which could lead us to World War III. So welcome back guys to another episode on Best of the Best. Before we head off, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get updates on all the best video releases from this channel. After continuous tests of ballistic missiles by North Korea in the Sea of Japan and later claiming it has successfully tested a hydrogen bomb which can reach the shores of the US, it is showing a considerable interest of heading towards World War III. The North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has no respect whatsoever of obeying the powerful leader in the world, the US President Donald Trump. Kim Jong-un has always continued to attack America by testing its dangerous nuclear missiles at its shores, even though such missiles are banned from testing against the UN policy. The growing frequency with which North Korea has been displaying its nuclear strength is coming across as a threat to the world. Trump has imposed strict restrictions on all those who trade with North Korea, as well as cut all the shipments of oil towards it. Trump has also said if any country caught helping North Korea, it would be immediately banned from doing any business in the US. This clearly cites that the tensions between the two countries are increasing day by day, which can any time lead to a massive war. Many of you have heard of the Doklam dispute which took place between India and China recently, where Indian troops prevented China from building a road at Doklam, a plateau disputed between China and Bhutan. India fears that the Chinese control of the plateau would give China easy access to a small piece of land connecting central India to the country's northeast. The Indian government, however, has claimed that the plateau was disputed territory between Bhutan and China, and hence China cannot directly start its construction without solving the dispute. India also said its forces had moved into to help its small neighbor, as also this is not the first time that the two nations has been in the state of war. This has led to increase in tensions between the two countries, and whereas India now is becoming a world power, it would be difficult for China to take them down so easily, and hence this dispute will surely call off a massive war which could construct the base for a World War III. As of now, the India-Pakistan conflict isn't one dominating Indian or Pakistani headlines but always dominates international headlines. However, with Pakistan and India now becoming nuclear states, this could change in the near future. The rivalry has been more fierce than ever before, and ever since border violations has escalated in the summer of 2017. The high officials in Islamabad and New Delhi have been working hard through back channels to end the small border conflicts, but increasing tensions could lead to something bigger. If this conflict ever escalated, the allies of both sides could bring into a global alliance system waiting to get into action. This conflict definitely has the caliber to produce a war in the near future, but becoming a world war is questionable. Iran has backing, so does Israel. Both countries are nuclear and both are at the edge of the line waiting for one to make that step leading to war. As of now, both countries are at relative peace as both have their own internal problems to deal with. However, this conflict could be a problem for the future and should be resolved immediately. Just days ago, North Korea launched its 6th nuclear missile test over Japan this year. This is not the first missile test that it has done over Japan this year, but starting from the month of Jan, it has continued to test its nuclear power over Japan again and again. Japan will protest the latest launch in the strongest terms and will take appropriate and timely actions at the United Nations and elsewhere, said by the Japanese authority. North Korea's launch came a day after it threatened to sink Japan and reduce the US to ashes and darkness for supporting a UN Security Council resolution imposing new sanctions against it for its September 3 nuclear test. In all, to see from a wider aspect, North Korea is going all guns down to show its power not only to Japan but also to the whole world, and an invitation to commence World War III. Hey guys, this video is simply a summary of world conflict and what could lead to a global conflict in the near future. Hopefully, World War III never comes and the world continues to enjoy the peace that it has kept for almost a century and keep it going for centuries to come.